Hello everyone and welcome back to NO1 PCO training. Alright, so in today's video we're going to be covering this route from it starts in Camden and it ends in Oxford, just off Oxford Street. Okay, draw the most direct route from Howley Road, NW1, green marker, which is here. So this is in Camden somewhere, yeah, Howley Road, and it says to the red marker, Dering Street, which is just off Oxford Street. So this is Oxford Street here, yeah? So it's just off Oxford Street, okay? So we're going to be seeing a lot of one ways, okay? But that won't be a problem because like I always say, we're going to plan the route, yeah? Plan your routes. Like I always say, just split it up, please. Split it up into 2 parts, maybe 3 parts, okay? So I'm going to draw my line like I usually do. So I would say either this road or this road first. So Albany Street or Hampstead Road, okay? Okay, Albany Street or Hampstead Road. Any of them are fine. And then we can work on the second part, okay? So first part is somewhere here, and then we can go and focus on our end point, okay? So remember, you can draw whatever you like. However, clear the line as soon as you're done, okay? As soon as you have a plan, click the clear button. There we go. So now I'm going to start my route. They've started me here on a one-way road, so I have no choice but to go. Well, I do have a choice to go right, but I can't go backwards. So let me click the green. With one-way roads, you can just stay in the middle if you like, okay? And just use the one-way arrow as a guide, okay? So that's what I do. You do not have to keep to your left if it's a one-way road. So I'm going to keep going here. I'll keep going. And then I'll stop here. I'll pull it back up. And I will use Hampstead Road, okay? So we're going to use Hampstead Road. So I'll just keep going on this one-way road. I can cross this. There's no lines here. By the way, the reason I didn't use Albany Street, which is here, the one I was talking about earlier, is because if I did decide to use Albany Street, there's actually a line. So if I took a right on Pratt Street, for example, there's a line here, okay? That's the central reservation barrier. You see this little line here? This line here? I can't cross that, okay? So I can't cross that and go to Albany Street, okay? So I can't do that just because of that little line that's restricting me. It's the central reservation barrier. So I've decided to use Hampstead Road, okay? Remember I was saying earlier we can use any of them. So I've decided to use Hampstead Road, okay? Now, like I always say, keep to your left and use the letters as a guide. So I'm going to stay on top of these letters, on top of P, the letter S, the letter T. I'm just staying on top of them, okay? And you can make a long line if the road is straight, okay? It doesn't have to be little short lines like this. You can just make a big one if you want, okay? Now, you can see here, it clearly says Euston Underpass, okay? So we're going to be, obviously, we're going to be on top of the underpass because this traffic coming from here, they're going on the underpass, okay? They're in the underpass and then they come back out basically. So we're going to actually be on top of the Euston Underpass and then we'll join them just like that. Yeah? So make sure you're reading. This is what they want. They want you guys to be reading because a lot of people got confused with underpass and flyovers and stuff like this. This one is simple. It clearly says Euston Underpass here, it says it here, and it also says it here. Okay? So we're obviously going to be on top of the underpass, okay? And then I will take a right here because I cannot go into Tottenham Court Road. Well, some parts I can, but remember this blue color is actually restricted, okay? So some parts of Tottenham Court Road are restricted. So I won't bother going on there. So I'll take a right here. And then when I'm here, I could either use Great Portland or I can use Portland Street. Okay, so I will decide to use this yellow road here. There's an arrow going into here, and then I can go straight down. Do not worry about this black sign here. This is the sign of the underground. Okay, you guys will see this everywhere. This is the underground. This is the underground. This is also the underground. Okay, these do not affect us at all. Okay, that's a sign of the underground station. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm on a one-way. I can keep going. Yeah, remember these one-way roads. Well, we're basically halfway now, okay? So we've just passed halfway. I forgot to mention, okay? So we're doing our second part now. Our first part was to get to here, okay? I should have mentioned it, sorry. So our first part was to get to Hampstead Road. And then we did our second part, well, a bit of the second part, okay? So let me just undo that and carry on. So yeah, I was saying these one-way roads, we do not have to follow, yeah? We don't have to blindly just follow them if we have an option in front of us. For example, this arrow is going left. I don't need to go left if I don't want to. Okay, so this is my end point here. I don't need to go left. I can go straight down if I want. Okay, so I can go straight down and then I can take a right here. Now, a lot of people are going straight down and trying to find a way into here. It's impossible. There is no way to get to the end point from here. There's no way, okay? The only way to get to the end point is by ending up somewhere here, okay? So New Bond Street, somewhere here. You've got to get to that yellow road, okay? Now, the way I'm going to do that is obviously, now that you guys have seen it anyway, is just keep on this one-way road, okay? And again, this road will bend to my right. I do not need to blindly follow it, okay? I have an option to keep going straight, okay? All right, now that I'm here, I'm going to take a left. I'm on New Bond Street. And parts of Oxford Street are actually restricted. And sometimes you will see, it actually says it, look. So some parts are restricted, okay? So the blue color is actually restricted. Blue, grayish, bluish color, that color is restricted, okay? Access, you cannot use. This is for black taxis and buses, okay? Restricted. You've definitely seen them in the city, yeah? So we cannot go in there. So the parts where you see the yellow and the white parts, yes, you can use, okay? So these yellow, orange, white parts we can use, okay? We just can't use that blue, grayish color, okay? So I'm on the yellow road, so I'm fine. Sorry, let me just undo that. And we are here. Okay, so there is my final route. And remember, this is the Euston underpass, and we are on top of the underpass, okay? Yeah, so there's our route. There's a lot of one-ways. However, we don't just blindly follow one-ways if we have an option in front of us, okay? Nice and easy. And remember, always plan your routes, okay? Plan your routes in different parts. So step 1, step 2, you'll eventually get there. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe, okay?